G'day and welcome to the box seat. I'm Pete Anthonys. It's good to be here to preview a nice card here at Ascot Racecourse for Wednesday, the 3rd of April. If we take a look at the weather, the forecast is partly cloudy and 29 degrees. The rail is out at the 11 metre position and the track will be a good 4. The first race on the card at Ascot jumps at 12:49. It's the DeSonia Maiden over 1100 metres, and our horse in focus was last seen at Bunbury. It's Shozali.
Feds in the straight, 350 to go. Pretty Style has moved up on the outside and taken the lead. Jevolution didn't find a lot from Oricino. Down the outside, Shozali, and now Tommy Blue is starting to stretch out as well, but Pretty Style has got the break over them. It's Pretty Style clear. Tommy Blue's getting home with Shozali. Eurasia's out wider. Pretty Style doing it well, and Pretty Style wins it nicely.
Shozali jumped a short favourite in front of Pretty Style, who we've seen come out subsequently and win at Ascot. On this occasion, Shozali raced 3 wide without cover and was still pretty solid through the line, so I'm prepared to forgive it. It seems to draw ideal from 6 and Willie Pike sticks with the horse, which is a good sign. I've got it on top from the 6, which is Silken Eyes. It's only had the 1 trial, but it was quite an impressive trial. It just seemed to track up nicely along the rail, and when asked for a response, it was really strong and ran well past the post. So I think it's quite a talented juvenile and anticipating good things. Just has a slightly sticky draw. Third pick is a 3, Captain Denisov, who's been seen 5 times at the trials, 4 of them over the 400 metres, and then finally stepped out in what seemed just a little bit of a muddling trial last start, but it was still able to pick up and run well through the line. And then 4th pick is the 9, which is Canvassed. Again, didn't really have any luck at all in its most recent trial, racing wide throughout, but it still managed to pick up and go through the line well, and I think the inside gate will be suitable. On top in the first is the 7, Shozali, from 6, Silken Eyes, the 3, Captain Denisov, and the 9, Canvassed. Race 2 at Ascot jumps at 1:24. It's the C Corp handicap over 1,000 metres, and our horse in focus, last seen here at Ascot, is City Circle.
302 clear from Diacalda. Over on the outside, Pink and Grey. Further back behind them, Bedu and Bell. The Witch Doctor getting up near the rail. City Circle starting to run on. Excise Free's the leader with 100 left to go. The danger, Diacalda. Excise Free, Diacalda. City Circle coming late. Diacalda reaches the lead though. Diacalda scored from Excise.
That last start by City Circle was very impressive. It managed to run on for 3rd behind the smart Diacalda, which has returned in good order. But on this occasion, City Circle just managed to get back in the field. It ran home in the fastest 800 and 600 on the card, and if it can reproduce those sort of sectionals, it should go close to winning this event. The second pick is the 3, Bedu and Bell, who's coming out of the same race. It was settled a little bit tardy away. It managed to get itself into 1 out, 1 back position, but perhaps if it can free roll in this event, it might very well be harder to catch. Third pick is a 9, the Witch Doctor, who's been running well in these events. It seems to put itself into the race, settling in the first 4 to 6 gallopers, and seems to keep running good sectionals. And then the 4th pick is the 10, Friday Fillies, who appears in this race without a trial. It will get back in the field, but on what it's shown to date, it does have a nice turn of foot if able to utilise it late in proceedings. For me in this race 2, we'll go with the 8, City Circle, 3, Bedu and Bell, 3rd pick, 9, the Witch Doctor, and 4th pick, 10, Friday Fillies. Race 3 at Ascot jumps at 1:59. It's the Hahn Super Dry handicap over 1,500 metres. And we'll take a look at Langley, our horse in focus, who was last seen at Ascot.
Here comes Send My Love with its run. Thea Hildy, though, with a handy lead by the 200. Thea Hildy's well out in front. Send My Love down the outside, starts to close the margin. It's Thea Hildy. Send My Love finishing 2 to its 1. Thea Hildy clinging on. Send My Love diving. Thea Hildy all the way.
Langley's coming out of by far the strongest tempo race out of all of these gallopers. It really got itself into a bit of a mess coming around the corner. There was a little bit of traffic and just seemed to take a while to wind up. I think from gate 1 it should be far better suited, might be able to settle in the first 4. Willie Pike jumps on board and it's entering this race with by far the strongest last race figure. So it does tick quite a few boxes for this event. Second pick is the 7, Suspectus, who does look like it's found a bit of an easier race. It's been running behind Rebel Knight and Adornment, so this certainly looks a bit easier on paper. It looks like it's got the perfect gate from 4. Sean McGrady takes the ride, and if he can get it into a rhythm, it has a really good turn of foot between the last 600 and 400, so it can utilise that from that barrier, you would imagine. Third pick is the 9, High Tea, who really since last preparation, hasn't run worse than 4th, so it's been ultra consistent. First up, it really wasn't suited. It was 3 wide without cover and still kept finding the line. And again, it's another horse with a nice turn of foot over the 600. And then 4th pick, we'll go with the 5 Fair Foot, who I expect to be a bit of a roughie, but if we go back over its last couple of preparations, it can run races particularly well when it's suited over the last 400 metres. It does its best work over soft, but I think it should be able to get itself just into a comfortable position from gate 7. On top in race 3 is the 6 Langley from the 7 Suspectus, 9 High Tea and 5 Fair Foot. Race 4 at Ascot jumps at 2:37. It's the Pimm's handicap over 21.50. And our horse in focus is Doc Fryer, and we'll head to Bunbury to take a look at its last start performance.
Half two contentional, scintillating to the outside with Happy Sanday. Too close the sun has raced up and taken the lead. Happy Sanday is giving chase on the outside. Scintillating is out wider and battling away Talent School. Too close the sun has got the lead. Doc Fryer is starting to come through in the middle. It's Doc Fryer after Too Close the Sun. Too Close the Sun. Doc Fryer's grabbed it though and beaten it. Doc Fryer got up to beat
Doc Fryer at Bunbury was restrained after jumping okay. It went back to last on the fence and managed to use its turn of foot over the last 800 metres and was still strong over the last 200 to take out the victory over Too Close to Sun over 2019. I think from gate 5, Willie Pipe should be able to settle this galloper wherever he wants, and if it can utilise that turn of foot once more, it should be hard to beat over the 21.50. Second pick is the 8 Our Girl Marley, who really is the other horse that has a very nice turn of foot. Last start again, it was restrained from the wide barrier, and I suspect the same thing might happen again in this race. But look, it will be able to use its turn of foot over the last 600. It just needs a little bit of luck flooding into the race. Third pick is the 6 Bills O'Reilly, who's a horse that seems to be racing in much harder races in terms of their early tempo. He finds what looks a weaker race on paper and gets a good gate. So if you can settle just that extra pair forwards, he is a nice roughie that can bob up and win one of these. And then fourth pick is the 12 Vignetto, who was just really good last start. It settled in the breeze, copped a bit of a bump in the straight from Asymmetric and was still strong through the line. I think from gate 2, if you can take up a more forward position and just get that little bit of an easier run, it could be another roughie that comes into this race with a bit of form. But 7 on top for me, Doc Fryer. It does loom as one of those horses that might go on to bigger and better things. The 8 is second pick, Our Girl Marley, 6 Bills O'Reilly and the 12 Vignetto.